Hey Pisces, what's happening? What's crackalacking and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy from CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your October 2019 love tarot reading, okay? Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic, so let me know down in those comments down below, man. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below, and you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. First link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, what's going on for my beautiful fish here? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs during October 2019, please. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout October 2019. Give me one more shuffle for my beautiful Pisces, and let's take a look at these awesome messages coming through for you guys, okay? Let's take a look. Pisces, energy between you and another person. Four of Pentacles can be connecting. I'm hearing wall, so you probably are holding a wall up right now. God damn, okay. I see you guys. I was literally having an issue all week. Not all week, all weekend with my guides. You know, when you're a spiritual worker and you have a lot going on in your personal life, sometimes the mesh between you and your guides, the connection can get foggy. So I had to do a lot of clearing and meditation for the past 2 weeks. And on top of this past weekend, I had to do a lot of clearing. And yeah, there we go. Everything's on point. So Pisces, first things first, I do feel an energy where you're putting up a wall right now. Are you putting up a wall on your emotions, putting up a wall on your feelings, putting up a wall towards other people in general and being kind of on the defense where you don't want anybody to get in, escape, or hurt you? That could be a vibe that I'm picking up on here. Let's take a look. Because we have a Sun card here, Pisces. We have a Sun card, a King of Swords, and then a Justice card. And I feel right now that the energy that I'm seeing is I am the broken girl, or I am the girl with a broken smile. Where I'll smile all the time and I will say that I'm happy, but the actuality of the situation is behind the face that I may show, which is just a simple gesture or facial expression, may not be truly how I feel. Because I feel really strongly right now that when it comes towards your emotional sense, there's a lot of things emotionally that you are burying deep within yourself. And these deep emotions that you are burying deep within yourself, you are pushing them down further and further and further to the point where you don't feel them, to the point where only logic can be the answer. And sometimes that happens with Pisces, where Pisces like to get way too logical. And when you get way too logical, you end up becoming very unemotionally available. Not only just to yourself, but maybe to the emotions of others. And maybe that's something you've been touching bases on for quite some time, because I'm feeling the energy where some of you Pisces have been shutting down. Now, of course, this isn't the love reading part. We're going to dabble into that in a second. But in regards to your overview here, I do see you finally getting back into balance this month. And that's what's really important. Because Virgo season was hard, man. Virgo season was hard for water signs. It was definitely hard for the airs. It was hard for every sign, I want to say, but Virgo season brought a lot of us, or brought a lot out in us. And what I saw in Virgo season is that there's a lot of scars that came up. And with these scars that came up, you either confronted them, faced them, purged them, then moved forward, or you buried them. And I think that that was the option that you either had to take. It's either you bury your feelings and emotions, or you confront them, own them, and move on from them, right? Move forward from them, per se. And I feel like for some of you Pisces, of course not all, but some of you Pisces may be retracting your emotions right now. Maybe you're not confronting the feelings that you needed to. And as a message of healing, okay, and a good rule of thumb, anytime you have emotions that come up, they're meant to be dealt with. They're never not meant to be dealt with. Anytime you have emotions that come up, they are meant for you to deal with them, to accept them for what they are, to take a look at them, to feel them, okay, and then release them. Because when you feel something and release something, that's how you're able to move forward. But when you choose not to feel the pain, or when you choose not to feel certain emotions about certain circumstances, you end up allowing them to control you, and they end up coming up at a much worse or later date, and they bring you much more negative vibes that you don't want to experience, okay? So I do feel here, some of you guys got to get out of the logical mind. You know, Pisces, you have a right to feel the way you feel. You always will. Feelings are feelings, and feelings are one of the most powerful things in the world. So if you're feeling some type of way, engage in it. Feel it. Don't hide it, and don't run from your emotions, okay? The best way to purge and release them is to accept them for what they are, accept that you are feeling that way, and that you no longer need to, and you can simply let go moving forward. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, how do you let go? Well, the way that you let go is by acknowledging that you acknowledge it. By acknowledging that, damn, you know what? Today, I don't really feel too happy, and it's all about this that happened to me, right? So, let's say, for example, I'm thinking about my ex-boyfriend, Brad, today. And Brad cheated on me, and it really hurt. And you know what? That's an emotion that I am feeling right now. I feel hurt from it. It's really sad that Brad cheated on me, because I gave this guy all the love in the entire world, and it's so unfair that he would go against my back and cheat on me. When you admit that to yourself, it simply makes it so much easier to move on, because you can accept that feeling and you can accept that it sucked, but then you can say, you know what, I'm in this present moment. I'm not with Brad anymore, excuse me. Brad and I broke up. It's time for me to accept that this happened to me, and moving forward, I will find a better person. And you affirm that, and then you stick with that path, okay? So if any of you Pisces are feeling that on an emotional level, don't have your emotional walls up, don't have your guards up. It's time for you to bring some healing into your life, and I think that you can truly let go. You're allowed to let go at any given time, and you're allowed to let go of the things that have hurt you, okay? All right, let's see what's going on in your love life. For my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, during October 2019, messages for Pisces in their love lives. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout October 2019. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout October 2019. All right, Pisces, let's take a look here and see what's happening. Pisces, energy between you and another person, 4 of Wands. Hello, can be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We got a Lover's card, we got a Page of Wands, and then we have a Justice card. So what I currently feel right now is that you're definitely fantasizing, I think. And I think that, yeah, this is where the logical part kind of comes to play. I think that you're recognizing that the feelings you have for somebody are starting to get very intense, Pisces. And as feelings are starting to get very intense, you're not too sure if the person you're dealing with is feeling the same exact feelings you're feeling, right? So whoever this is you're dealing with here, it can be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We have a Page of Wands, and pages are people that are very, very casual, okay? And it feels like the person you're dealing with is very casual. They don't go very deep in regards to emotional roots. This can be a person who's more sexual, more flirty. They just want to do things with kind of no strings attached. And I think that you're recognizing that, damn, I'm really starting to like this person, but I'm looking at this situation in a more committal way, and they're looking at the situation in a more fling way. As for the outcome that's present, Justice card, you're going to have to come up with a decision on what it is you want to do, because you don't want to get too attached to somebody that doesn't necessarily have the same feelings and emotions that you may have for them. So I do feel that that's where that logical part I just said earlier comes into play, where you're trying to rationalize in your head, should I feel this certain way when I don't know if the person I'm dealing with feels the same way? And should I express that too? And you're a little unsure if you want to express your true feelings for somebody based off if they will reject you or if they will accept you. So let's take a look here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end up going into the person you're dealing with and take a look at their feelings. Then I'm going to look at your feelings, Pisces. Then I'm going to see where energies are aligning, and then the outcome for the month of October, okay? Now, in regards to who you're connecting with, let's take a look here. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during October 2019. How is the person Pisces is dealing with feel towards Pisces, please, throughout October 2019? Okay, we got a 4 of Swords, we got a 10 of Swords, we got a 6 of Wands, we have a Magician card, we have a 7 of Swords, and we have a Hierophant card. Yep, that is Mr. Flirt. And I never want to give these kinds of readings, but of course, if I see what I see, I see what I see, and I have to say it. So, I'm always going to give you guys a beautiful, positive, uplifting message as much as I possibly can. Now, in regards to the person you're connecting with here, I'm feeling like you're dealing with a person who gets a lot of traction or gets a lot of attention. Whether you're aware of that or not, it can be a Virgo. And the person that you're dealing with likes attention. They don't like attention in a singular kind of way. They like attention from multiple people. And I feel like the person you're connecting with here, right, 6 of Wands, just to back up that attention, likes to be free, likes to have other people and all eyes on them, and likes to be doing them. I feel like whoever this is you're connecting with isn't necessarily looking for anything committal, especially with the 7 of Swords to the Hierophant card. Now, based off the energy that I'm seeing, Pisces, whoever this is you are dealing with, they may have made you false promises. And if so, I apologize, because that's a shitty situation to be in. Whoever you're connecting with could have made false promises in the sense of, yeah, I want to date you, or yeah, I want to be in a relationship with you, or yeah, I see a future with you, and instead, they ended up retracting that. So I feel like whoever you're connecting with could have made empty promises, or may have led you on to think that what you had with them was going to be more, and I feel like they intentionally did that. So whoever you're connecting with could have led you on to think that you guys were going to form a relationship and really grow down the line, but whoever it is you're dealing with felt like at some point, you know, they're going to leave, right? So whoever you're dealing with here, 4 of Swords, 10 of Swords. That creates the 6. They always knew they were going to leave, Pisces. They knew that they were having a temporary stay with you. Now, are they interested in you? Yeah. Are you a certain vibe to them? Yeah. But it feels like whoever this is you're connecting with views you in a more casual way than they view you in a romantic way. And I think that they're recognizing right now that they don't want to have this kind of connection forever, or that they don't want to have a relationship. Therefore, the way they went about everything was shitty. In order to keep you around for them to gain the pleasures that they wanted, whether it was flirtiness or whether it was sex or whether it was just having fun because they're bored, it feels like this person went to extreme limits to keep a person around that they allegedly didn't care about. That's a little interesting, Pisces, because don't you think, right? The person you're dealing with here, Seven of Swords to the Hierophant, why would they lead you on? And I feel like this has been a while, so why would they lead you on for so long if they didn't intend to stay? Then that must mean this person's deceiving themselves too, because chances are they do have feelings for you, but they can't even admit it to themselves. Just saying. In regards to how Pisces is feeling, let's take a look here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus during October 2019. How does Pisces feel towards this person? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout October 2019. Okay, let's take a look here. Knight of Wands, High Priestess, Page of Swords, Six of Swords, the Moon card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So for some of you Pisces, you may feel like whoever this is you're dealing with, you may already feel like they're being dishonest with you, and your intuition's picking up on that vibe. Excuse me. You may feel like they're being dishonest with you, and you are picking up on that vibe. So first things first, this is for a small group of Pisces, or it may resonate to all of you, right? High Priestess card to the Three of Cups. I think that some of you Pisces are intuitively picking up that there's a third person in this, that this can be a third-party situation. And I normally don't say that in videos. I used to in the past, because, I mean, third parties are always a thing, but I do feel like there could be another person involved. And some of you Pisces are picking up on that intuitively, because you're recognizing that the person you're dealing with is very flaky, okay? This could be, oh, do you want to hang out on Friday? Sorry, I can't. I'm busy on Friday. Oh, but what about Saturday? I'm busy. Oh, what about Sunday? Sure, right? It's like whoever you're connecting with seems to have time with you or time for you only when it's convenient on their end, not about the conveniency on yours. So it was a little weird, right, Pisces? I think you were picking up a weird vibe with your person or with your partner, because you were starting to see that they were only available when they were available. It wasn't so much about your availability. And I think that that was starting to be a problem. So some of you could have been accusing your partner of cheating or feeling as if your partner was cheating. Once again, though, for some of you here, Pisces, this may not have been an actual relationship. It could have been that you were talking to this person and you were just catching feelings for them, and your feelings were starting to get very heightened and theirs were more casual. So I feel like, you know, even though you weren't in an official romantic relationship, it's still difficult for them to go against your back, because I think from your perspective, Pisces, you saw this connection as exclusive versus non-exclusive, okay? But in the back of your head here, I think you recognize that the person you're dealing with is an individual who doesn't seem like they want a commitment. And I think that you have seen that. And I think that you've rationalized that, and you've recognized that they just really don't want commitment. And because of that, you know, I think that that's why you have to be logical about this and not let your feelings get the best of you. And I feel like that's why in the beginning with that whole thing I was talking about, you may be putting up a wall of your feelings, because the Lover's card, you already feel this. You already really care about this person you're dealing with, and you don't want to be hurt any further, especially if you know that they don't want to be with you moving forward. So in the current moment over here, Page of Swords to the Moon card, I think that you're hiding your emotions. I think that, you know, this person wants to be casual with you and you're just settling for how they feel. And that's not necessarily okay or good for you or doing you any good. Because why would you settle for how somebody else feels and put your feelings second instead of first? You know, if you want what you want, go get what you want, whether it's with this person or someone else. And honestly, the way I view it, there really is somebody much better out there for you, Pisces, than this person you may be settling for. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, on top of the Six of Swords, based off the energy I'm seeing, it's like you feel that if you were able to get a new person or meet a new person that better resonates with you, you'd take that opportunity. But at the same time, I think you're keeping yourself in this place because you do have feelings for whoever you're dealing with. And granted, you may understand that they don't want to really be with you in a committal level, and a level that can go all the way down to marriage. It's like, well, I still feel something for them, so maybe I should give it a shot. And ideally where that goes, as much as I hate to say it, it leads to false hope, and it leads to a place where you are making yourself vulnerable. Therefore, you know this, and that's why you don't want to make yourself vulnerable. So you don't want to feel anymore. Okay? In regards to where energies are aligning, Pisces, let's take a look here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 2019 between Pisces and the person they're dealing with. We have a Seven of Wands, we have an Eight of Swords, we have a Ten of Pentacles, we have an Ace of Cups, and then we have a Devil card. Oh boy, this person's not going to do that. Pisces, based off the energy that I'm seeing here, Seven of Wands to the Eight of Swords, this is going to be the energy where you're going to restrict yourself from them. Instead of giving them more of you as you've usually done, you're going to give them less of you. And what I mean by that is that you're not going to show them the extra lovey-dovey emotions that you tend to usually have towards them. You're going to be a little bit more casual, like they've been acting with you. And with the Ten of Pentacles here to the Ace of Cups, This is what I absolutely don't like. I feel like the moment the person you're dealing with recognizes that you're kind of being different, when they recognize that you're starting to show less feelings, they're going to do what they can to lurk you in. And I feel like whoever you're connecting with, Pisces, might drop the big L and say, I love you. And that's manipulative. And I don't like that energy just one bit. I'm sorry. So whoever this is you're connecting with, Pisces, they may try to keep the peace or continue to keep you around, but letting you know that they love you or that they want this future with you again, right? Doing the same thing they did last time. And it feels like that's an empty or false promise because the devil's behind it. You know, Pisces, I understand you guys are beautiful. You guys have great sex. And maybe this person, maybe that's what they want. I can't sit there and say that's ideally all this individual wants is just sex. But it seems like they have more of an attachment to you than an actual feeling for you. So whoever this person is that you're connecting with, they're attached. They're not in love. And that's versus how you feel. Because it's not that you're attached to Pisces. You care about them. You like them. Maybe you love them. I don't know. So it's attachments versus feelings. And this is going to get very messy if it continues to go on that way. So the person you're dealing with here with the Devil card is like, they're keeping you around not only just for their own benefit, but I think that they're just comfortable with you and they feel like they need you. I almost feel like whoever you're dealing with feels like your security because they can tell how much you care. Therefore, you're secure to them, if that makes sense. Like you're their security. Like if they ever if something ever doesn't work out with whoever they're with, it's like at least I have Pisces. I don't like that. As for the outcome that's present between you two during October 2019, let's take a look. Okay, Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords. There's still communication, there's still confusion. Okay, and the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's a confusion that needs to be clear. Excuse me. Seven of Cups to the Nine of Swords or the Knight of Swords. In regards to this energy for the outcome, you're going to be very emotionally confused, Pisces, because you can't keep up the logic forever. You know how this person feels. Intuitively, you know what's going on. You can tell that they're playing you, and you can tell that they are keeping themselves around for their benefit, and you can tell something's up. And you may even feel intuitively that there's another person a part of the situation. You can tell that something's off here. And I think that you're getting to the point where it's like, yeah, my feelings are keeping me here, right? Lover's card, because of how much I care. But I have to swing the sword. No matter how much it will hurt me to let this person go, even though I have a great amount of feelings for them, that is the most logical decision for me to make because I need to know how they feel about me and I need to know the truth. So the Knight of Swords is a conversation of, do you want to see other people? Do you really want to be with me? Do you really want this? Because I'm not going to stay with somebody that doesn't really want to be with me. Because I'm looking for a romantic relationship that can lead down to partnership and marriage and children and just beautiful energy, beautiful things. I'm looking for my forever person, my soulmate is what you're saying to this person, Pisces. And I feel like they are going to sit there and tell the truth and let you down. Five of Cups. I feel like the person you're connecting with will sit there and tell you the truth that they don't love you. They are attached to you. And I know this is a difficult reading. And as always, this can go vice versa or backwards. This reading could have happened 7 months ago. This reading could have happened 7 months into the future. This reading could happen tomorrow or today. Whatever it is, readings are timeless. And I know that for some of you, this doesn't resonate a lick, and that's fine. It doesn't need to resonate to everybody. But I think the greatest lesson here for you to learn, Pisces, is that you have to trust your gut and you have to trust your feelings and don't always put up necessarily a logical wall. You have to have hand in hand of logic and emotion. Because it's good to have logic in this situation, right? Logically, you can see that this person is deceiving you. And that's the good part, right? And you can act on that logic and say, you know what? I deserve better for myself. But when it comes towards your feelings, don't put up an emotional wall either and settle for less or dumb your feelings down to make somebody else more comfortable. You feel how you feel and live in your truth and live in who it is that you are. Never ever hide your feelings and feel like you don't need to express them just because somebody wants to be casual with you. Guess what? If they don't want what you want, kick that motherfucker to the curb and go find somebody who is going to treat you like the queen you are and show you the beautiful person that you are and give you that love and energy right back. Because Pisces, sometimes you're too fucking perfect for other people, right? Nobody's perfect, but sometimes you are just like getting with people, I feel, Pisces, that just really aren't worthy. Because in many situations sometimes that I've seen, at least a lot of Pisces in my life, you know, a lot of Pisces in my life, I've seen that they've just been with people that take advantage of them. And then they recognize that later and they're like, fuck, I wish I didn't waste my time. So that's one of these situations, Pisces, where it's like, I don't want you to waste your time. All right? Now, of course, if you're dealing with somebody, this may not be how they're acting towards you. So make sure you have the facts and the information before you make any sort of decision making. But I see the conversation happening here, and that conversation happening is 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords. Do you want to be with me or do you want to be with somebody else? And tell me the damn truth, because I'm done, okay, staying in a place, not knowing what the future has, not knowing where we're going, and not knowing how you feel. You need that fucking clarity. What is my best advice for my beautiful Pisces, please, all right? Throughout October 2019. Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. During October 2019. Temperance card. There we go. Star card, Sun card, Queen of Wands. Thank you. Remember who the fuck you are, Pisces. Remember the bad bitch or the badass dude that you are, okay? First things first, we got a Temperance card and we got a Star card. Take some time to heal from the situation because you'll get that truth out of them. You'll see that it's an attachment versus feelings. And when that truth comes out, take all the time you need to heal, okay? Excuse me. Ooh. Gee Lord, that was not a good feeling. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to intervene. Whenever I have coffee, it always makes my, I guess my gastro, like my stomach or whatever, upset. I don't fucking know. I need coffee to live, though. I ain't quitting it. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Either way, though, with the Temperance card here to the Star card here, it's an energy, Pisces, where it's like, take all the time in the world you need to heal, okay? Take all the time in the world you need to heal from this situation. But don't lose your faith that the good guy or the good girl is out there. Because that person really exists. And we need to have a conversation too, because it's like, yo, so many people are like, I don't believe that the right person out there exists anymore. I don't believe that good guys exist or bad, or like, you know, good girls exist. And it's like, if that's your fucking perception of the reality, that's all you're ever gonna get is the shitty people. Because if you don't believe the right people are out there, how are you ever gonna find them? This life really relies a lot on faith. It relies a lot on perception, because what you perceive is what you receive. And I think it's really important to open your mind to that optimism of the right people will come in my life at the right time. Create that mantra for yourself. The right people will come into my life at the right time. And with the Sun card here and the Queen of Wands, right now in your life isn't time for drama. It isn't time for petty boys or petty girls and petty situations and people that aren't real with you. Right now is the time in your life to stand in the power of the amazing person that you are, to stand in your truth and happiness and flex on the world. If people ain't happy, if people don't want you to be who you are, then those aren't people that need to be involved in your circumstances and situations. Stand in your power, Pisces, and be who you are. And chase what makes you happy, right? Because happiness is within you. So get that spark going inside of you. What makes you happy? What fuels you? Do what it is you want to do in life. Don't get yourself caught up in the heat or caught up in the drama or caught with the wrong person or the right well, with the right person you want to get caught up with, okay? But don't get caught up with the wrong person. Everything's a lesson, no matter if it's a positive connection or not. Everything's a lesson. And I think the lesson here, Pisces, is like, don't push that intuition away. Don't push that feeling away if you feel that something's off. And don't hold back your emotions or what you need to say. If you feel that something's off, communicate. All right? Because granted, some of you guys may be left in disappointment this month. Moving forward, it gives you better clarity and it gives you a better perspective on what to do if this situation arises again. And I do feel strongly, Pisces, 6 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Once this connection comes to a closing, once the cycle closes out, there is going to be a new connection that arrives quite shortly, okay? Quite shortly. So with the Ace of Pentacles to the 6 of Swords, something new will birth here real soon, okay? So either way though, Pisces, I'm sorry guys, I don't like to give bad readings. It's not really bad, excuse me, it's not really bad, but it's a reading that could be a little intense or a little triggering, okay? So all in all, I do apologize. But yeah, it is what it is. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But nonetheless, Pisces, I love you guys so much, okay? And I want you guys to understand, don't ever let another person, ever again, if you have or haven't, whatever it is, don't ever let somebody try to change who you are or try to make you feel not how you feel or this, that, and the third. Don't ever settle for less. Just be who the fuck you are and enjoy the person you are and recognize how awesome of a human being and individual you are, because we need more of that in life. Like, we need more people to start recognizing how great of a person they are in life instead of fucking sitting there and shitting on yourself all the time. Be proud to be who you are, own who you are, and settle for the right people, not for anybody that has less of you or thinks less of you. Period. I love you, Pisces. Stay strong, fish. If that resonates, of course, let me know. I hope I could provide any sort of clarity, love, light, healing, and help in any of the situations that I read for you. I love you, my beautiful Pisces. Take care. Have a great one, guys. And I will talk with you guys for your October mid-months, all right? Peace.